Hello world, I'm Carp. Welcome back to Cultist Simulator Order of the Bloody Cup, where we are playing as a Grail cult and going for a Grail victory, or a sensation victory, as it is actually called. At this moment we are doing some unskilled labor, we are studying her soul's introduction to histories, we are not dreaming because we don't have anything to dream about. We are getting a new acquaintance in our cult, we are bidding on the skeleton songs here at Oriflamme's. The weird detective is on the table over here. We found a Gladwin Lake, but we don't want to even go there. We have some books here to read. We have a restless near that we are gonna paint as soon as we're done with our work over here. And otherwise things are going, well, pretty well. We managed to start our cult in the first episode, which is always very nice. And we managed to... Well, we managed to increase our health a tiny bit. Nothing much else that we've done here yet. Okay, let's paint that inspiration. Oh, we did find Stum immediately in the first episode as well, which is always nice. We should probably read it as well, so that we can get rid of some bad influences if we ever get them. Okay, why do I always need to bid more here? Like, Oriflamme's is trying to steal my monies. We should probably talk to Papi, since we're not gonna really need these pawns at all, so we can just feed one of them to Papi, like, and be joyful. How much are you bidding? Bloody hell. Okay, who did we find? Neville! Neville is a knock person. Well, it'll help us. What we'd really like to get are lantern people, edge people, and forge people, because those are the things that we're gonna need for our particular expedition that we're going to go for in this game. Her soul identifies the blood, silver, design, and the worms as the central axis of each of the histories, and claims that the so-called second history is the true one. So we get an occult scrap, so we can explore that pretty soon. So we take Neville in the cult. No, we're just gonna talk to Papi. We're gonna get some more money, and then we'll be happy. My dear, I've been wanting to talk to you. Sometimes I find scholars of the invisible arts. I'd like to offer you my support, a substantial contribution, and all you need to do, someday, is to introduce me to someone else who'll end matters properly. She smiles benignly. Yeah, add passion to... Where's my passion? Oh, I'm painting with my passion! Where's my other passion? Oh, there's my passion. And we'll accept. Yes, that's exactly right. I'll come back tonight. And then we will study... let's study Stum. Let's just get the first rite going on. It's always nice to have that particular rite on the table. A can of nitrate film labeled Stum, silent or perhaps mute. The director's name, A Journey Crozet, is shakily appended. The film rattles through the projector, glows silently on the wall. It is the story of a foolish student of forbidden sciences who recruits a dancer to entice the dead back into a world through a flaw in its skin. It's a fiction, but here on a title card is laid out the operation of the declining sun. Oh, more exotic cravings. We're really craving a lot this time. Okay, the artist's reward. My recent work is considered significant. I may earn a living from this, but nothing is certain. Oh, 3 funds. That's actually really nice. And we're gonna get a restlessness from here pretty soon. But I think we still have time to work with our health here while we wait, so that we don't waste any time here. Okay, got the skeleton songs, and back to Oriflamme's we go. Actually, Oriflamme's go there, so you go to your correct spot. Yep, more restlessness. But yeah, it's gonna stay around for long enough for us to actually... Ooh, the locksmith's dream, portions and proportions. Yeah, we'll buy this. Because the locksmith's dream... I think it gives... Like, well, from the color, I'd assume that it gives us... Knocklore. And with Knocklore we can get to the woods so that... well, to the Mansus, so the dreaming will be useful. Okay, well, Papi's thing... We'll put it here, so we'll remember to feed one of these pawns to her. The auctioneer makes note of my name and signals one of the attendants. I have my price. I hope it is worth. Okay, it's the locksmith's dream, portion and proportion. Yeah, we're gonna read that next, I think. And we'll head back to our plums. Papi gave us some funds and a silver spin tray. And, ooh, we watched Stump, right. The right is depicted in chilling detail. Here is the flaw in the world, an influence shimmering in luminous pain. Here is the dancer establishing an irresistible rhythm. Here the scholar recites the operation. And now the misty dead whirls through the floors to consume him. The film closes on the dancer's watchful eyes. Had she intended it all from the start? So we get the operation of the declining sun and a sunset ride. Right, we get this one from this as well. I always forget that we get more than just a ride from watching Stump, because this will, I think, allow us to get to the wide door after we gone to the woods, which is very good. Sunset ride. The assistant must cry tears of genuine emotion, which are asperged in the place where the influence lies. If all is done well, the sun in rags will consume the influence, acknowledge an ending, and lend its assistance. Right, yo. So the dread might be a problem, but at least a season of dread isn't coming immediately, so maybe not. Let's go to streets, talk about the red secret here. Yeah, still don't have anything to dream about, really, so let's read the locksmith's dream portions and proportions, which is the second volume of Teresa Galamina's examination of parallels in the mystic dreams of artisans. The frontispiece has been slashed with a razor. In this volume, Galamia records fewer dreams and explicates more of her own elaborate theories. We see this again and again. What is below can escape what is above. And our work done, so we can start painting again. We'll use some passion. Let's use some mystique since we have it here as well. Paint that restlessness away so that we don't have more dread on the table. And at Oriflam's, they're selling a collection of poetry. Sure, we'll buy it. What's coming up next? Season of Love. Oh, that's nice, because then we can dream this dread away with the contentment we get from the Season of Love. Okay, got that collection of poetry, and back to our plums. Now they're selling on what is contained by silver. Well, that'll give us a lore, not lore, a right. So let's buy it. Okay, painting done again. And read the locksmith's dreams. The finest artisans all dream of the wide door in the end. I'm no artisan, only a scholar. I think there's a secret that all these artisans know, but I think that secret is only half the story. Okay, there is the locksmith's secret. Where did it go? Oh, down here. Sooner or later, every locksmith has to dream. Now we recite its 7 phases. Okay, so now if we dream... What do we need to dream about? Or passion, I think, yeah. Dream about a passion. I know this dream. A road crests a hilltop on the air, and the air is silver bright. And we dream about the locksmith's secret. We find the serpent's way. Locksmiths often have the dream after the soul of the food is wounded, especially if it's been snake bitten. I could try that. And we probably want to work on something here still. So, health, painting. Let's work with the physique. No, not the reason. The physique. And we want to read something. Let's read The Queens of the Rivers, which is a surreal contemporary play by the enigmatic Monica Medina, in which the queens of the rivers are murdered one by one. The queen of the Vistula is poisoned, the queen of the Dnieper chokes in a fish hook, the queen of the Tagus is burned alive. Hey, there's contentment for us, so... Oh, we also had contentment from the painting, right. Well, we can dream the dread away... Yeah, after we gone to the Mansus, because that's just gonna stop time automatically, and then we can dream the contentment away before the season of dread is upon us. Good! And here we get on what is contained by silver. And back to Oriflam's we go. Now they are selling the humors of a gentleman, which would only give us Lantern 2 lore, and we don't need that. The only reason we'd ever need Lantern 2 lore is to get into the Mansus, and we're already getting there with the Nock lore, so yeah, we do not need to buy that. And then we'll just head back to our plums. Okay, that work done once more, and we'll keep working with our health. Now they're selling the Locksmith's Dream, a light through the keyhole. Now, if I remember correctly, this one will also just give us Lantern 2, so we do not want to buy that either. Crap. Well, okay, I was worried because this didn't automatically stop, but it's just because it doesn't take us through to the woods immediately. I limp along the road, and so it is that I see the serpent in the ditch. I follow it across the waste places and into the rude maze. Is it hair that brushes my face, or hanging moss? I bend low to stay close to the earth, like my guide. I will not forget the way to this place. So find the way to the wood, which is very good. And then we also read the Queens of the Rivers. The culprit, it transpires, is the audience. The surviving queens are directed to execute whatever audience members do not escape. A surprisingly lucid epilogue suggests that the correspondence of the river names with historical events does provide clues to secret histories behind our own. Right, and who did we find? Sulakana. I need to find people that can help us get to places. Okay, so let's dream this dread away, because we know that the season of dread is coming. Let's... We don't really imitate Neville in the cult. We don't really need to talk to anyone about anything, so we'll just talk to people on the street about the Red Secret. We will... read... Wait. We have the Operation of the Declining Sun. This means that we can already get to the White Door. This had a right. What's in the memory of gods? Holy crap! Alright, it's infusing. Right, because this has Winter 10 lore. That's quite a high level lore, but it's infusing, we can't speak, so let's put it down here. And this one is in Latin, so we can't speak that either. And this one is in Greek, well, that we can speak. I think there was a right there as well. Let's just learn Sanskrit at this point in life. Do you want to buy this thing? No, we didn't want to buy this thing, it's only Lantern lore. And back to our flams. This time they're selling the 6 letters on necessity, which is also something that we don't really need for this run, so I'll just let it go. Okay, so we learned Sanskrit. Then we could read the skeleton songs. Poems of greedy delight composed by the possibly pseudonymous Arabella Dusk, the rumored heiress turned madame turned poetess. In Arabella's introduction, she explains that the book was to be illustrated, but that the Suppression Bureau would not permit it. She hints that the illustration still exists somewhere. The book is dedicated to Sir Percival of the Red Cup. Didn't get that book from Orflam, so we'll just head back there, and then we have a fleeting reminiscence here. Oh, and we need to get rid of that restlessness at some point as well. But hey, the wood. So, if we go to the wood, if I have enough passion, I can walk the dream road to the wood. If I have the right knowledge, I might be able to find the way beyond it. Okay, so if we then use the Operation of the Declining Sun, approaching the White Door, yes. There is a house in the wood and a door where the dead sometimes go. I have read of the paths the dead take. Oh, season of suspicion over us. Quite a lot of mystique we have here, so he's gonna hang around for a while, but that doesn't really matter. Traveling at Night, Volume 1 would only give us Moth 2, and we don't need Moth 2 for anything in this run, so we'll just let it go. Okay, that work done. Let's paint. Let's use Mystique. Paint the restlessness. And head back to our flams. And this time they're selling the Burning of the Unburned God, which does include a ride, and I so like to collect rides even if I don't use them, so we'll buy that book as well. Okay, study the skeleton songs, the 26 delightful fruits, the 7 chastisements, the 9 gardens, the 4 regrets, and another red secret for us over there. Found a new acquaintance, we found a hanger-on. Come on, game! Give me some real people! And yeah, we dreamt our way to the White Door. These are the bounds about the house, with their mists and their traces. This rock called the Temple of the Wheel, high as a church spire, patched with black lichen and daubed with eye signs. I round it, and there ahead of me is the white door, aglow like the moon in winter. Now, I'm just thinking we might actually need a third passion, because if we... because we might want to have passion for the wood, and passion for this, and the passion in here is gonna be locked for a minute. There might be a timing issue where our passion is in here, and we just come out of the woods with one passion, and we want to have a third passion. So, if we read our collections of poetry, we can immediately increase our passion, and I don't think we need to get it any higher. So yeah, let's do that. Let's read these collections of poetry right now. And we'll dream about the woods at this point. Where from the woods can we find lore? Well, we only actually want to find the level 1 lore at this point, so that's from the door. And the other good place to go to is the well. So, yeah. Okay, we got the burning of the unburned god. And back to our farms we go. We still have quite a lot of money. What are they selling there this time? The Victory of Crowns. This gives edge 2, so we don't need it. Okay. Got 1 funds. Are we already becoming stale? No. Okay. It's interesting that we got so little money out of that. Okay, we don't have anything real to paint, so we'll just work with our health then. And back to our farms. This time they're selling on the white, which, you know, as it looks like it's winter law. Yeah, it's winter law, we don't need it. Hey, an occult scrap. Nice. Ooh. Right, need to remember, we actually want to do these occult scraps before we head to Oriflammes again. Just see if we can find the places that we want to find. Okay, there's a glimmering lesson learned. Let's read another collection of poetry, get another glimmering lesson learned for us. Let's head back to the woods. Use some passion. Okay, now the passion went there. Yeah, okay, yeah, this is the reason why I think we need a third one. Right here. Oh! Papi's thing is going on. I was wondering, like, something happened to the music. That what is going on? But no, Papi just wants to eat someone. So Papi, eat this pawn. What a loyal friend you have here. Do you say goodbye now? Goodbye now, Mr. Pawn. Okay, done with Oriflammes. Let's explore these occult scraps now. I think there's 2 places I want to go on the occult scrap level, which are the Strathcoin's residence and the congregation of Saint Felix of Schuren. So if we don't find those, we're still gonna have to continue going to the woods. But if we do find those, we don't have to go to the woods anymore. My follower is gone. I remain. Papi Lascelles is seen here and there. She may have more to say to me. Okay, we might take Papi's commission at some point. Who did we find this time? Another hang... Oh, and now it's the... This is the guy you usually want to feed to Papi. And we find him immediately after we already fed someone to Papi. Okay, let's just keep talking on the streets. We really need to find some people. Okay, here's our glimmering lesson learned. So, with the skill Vivid Imagination and these, we can get more stuff happening. Wait, we have 2 passions here. But we didn't put one over there. Okay, another affliction upon us. We can dream that away quite easily because we're gonna have a lot of vitality hanging around. There's more vitality coming, and we'll just keep working with our health here. And I'll just keep doing it over and over again, so I won't show it to you every time I restart that. Okay, got some dread. Ew. I remember that her soul wrote of this. I levered up floorboards and wriggled down snugly. Now I am compressed beneath them like a hidden corpse. The air stinks of hot dust. My mouth is full of splinters. This time I haven't learned what I hoped to learn, whatever that was. Okay, we're gonna have to get rid of this affliction first of all. What's coming? Season of Dread. Okay, so that means that we're also gonna have to dream about some money. Well, Hey, Strathcoin's residence. Nice. Another occult scrap, please. Okay, feed my imagination. Now we have a third passion, and I don't think we're ever gonna need any more. But unfortunately, there's also another dread on the table suddenly. There was an influence here, I think, that turned into a dread. Or did it turn into restlessness first and then into a dread, and I would have a time to actually paint it away, but I just didn't realize that's what was happening. Sounds very probable. Okay, let's see. So you are in Greek, we speak Greek, so we can translate, and you are as well. Okay, let's first read The Burning of the Unburned God over here, which is compiled by J. Wigglesworth Jensen from Oral Traditions in Rural Persia. Jensen hypothesizes a pre-Zoroastrian fire deity whose rites were the rites of smiths. There goes the dread. Ooh! Alright, I'm healing. I'm thinking like, what? Why aren't we dreaming about funds? We need to dream about funds, get some opium, get happiness in our life. And we found St. Agnes's Hospital. I don't think we need to go there. Okay, contentment. So, with that contentment, we can dream this dread away. And then we're gonna have to dream another contentment into our life, unless there's a season of love coming. No season of love for us. Okay, who did we find this time? Elridge. Elridge, you are actually useful. Well, as soon as we find something that we can... Oh right, that's an issue that I haven't thought about at all. We need to find enough Grail lore to actually be able to upgrade our guys into disciples. And that's what is required. 8? Is it 8? Or no, is it 6? Actually, let's see. We have a pawn. We can check it out. We'll put the pawn in here. 7th intensity. Okay. So, yeah. It requires level 8 lore. I don't think any aspects have... Like, any of these regular cards have Grail aspect. I don't think so. So, that's something I'm gonna have to actually think about. Okay. Jensen ultimately concludes with apparent reluctance that the deity was a goddess. He suggests that its gender may have been the cause of its suppression. The rites described are often eerie, sometimes grisly. So we get the rite of the Crucible Soul. This rite uses an instrument of power to set the blood afire. Fire is the lesion in the skin of the world. The assistant rarely survives unharmed. And an ardent orison. When we watch a fire, what are we watching for? When we find it, these are the words it will speak. A word that sanctifies the change that comes when the seared skin peels. Man, now I feel like going and burning my skin just to see the skin peel. Well, not really, not really. Don't do that. It hurts. Okay, let's read a true and complete accounting of the Asclepian mysteries of the roots of the house. It's in Greek, so we need to translate it. And let's talk on the streets about the Ardent Orison. What do we need to combine these two? A glimmering, or HQ the Sanctuary. Right, that's also a thing, because we might want to be combining our Grail knowledge to get a greater level of Grail lore. So we might want to get a headquarters that then has a sanctuary, because clearly we're gonna need this. If I noticed things correctly in the last Predicator and Hero, I don't think we need to go there either. Okay, so this means that we want to dream about the woods for sure. Yeah, if I remember, saw things correctly, what is on the lowest level will also be on the higher level. So we're always gonna need to do this. Then again, getting Glimmering is quite easy, so maybe we don't want, if there's something that's harder, we want to get a HQ with that can solve that harder thing. Well, off to Oriflammes we go once more. And this time they're selling the Orchid Transfigurations Volume 2. That has some Grail lore in it, so we're most definitely gonna buy it. We get a fleeting reminiscence here, and we need to sleep on some more funds to get one more contentment. I probably should have checked if the season of life is coming. No, a season of sickness is coming. Ah, well, that's fine. We have tons of vitality over here since we just keep working with our health. Right. Okay, more money here, please. Translated a true and complete accounting of the Asclepian mysteries of the roots of the house, which is a description of the Asclepian mysteries reproduced by one Riley Grease from supposedly a much older text. It's unlikely to be genuine, but it makes a reference to the house without walls, and it's wood right there in the prologue. This is very obviously not an antique text. At the very least, it has been badly mutilated, but it contains substantial intriguing material, especially a persuasive comparison of the house without walls, without doors, to the human body with its many portals. Okay, there goes the contentment, but we also got the plates behind desire, but hey, that just gives glimmering, right? And now we can go to the woods and dream about them with passion, hoping to find some more secret histories. And we'll keep working with our health. And what did we get from here? Alright, the Orchid Transfigurations Volume 2. That was also in Latin, wasn't it? Yes. And then we'll head back to Oriflammes. This time they're selling the something deep mystery something. Okay, so we don't need to go to Oriflammes anymore at all, which is... it's always kind of a relief when you get to empty out one of the shops. There's some glimmering, so with that glimmering, if we'd want to, we could actually combine the red secrets. You know what, let's do that, because we have read this book right now. The direction of death is down, the book explains. The peacock door has been considered a rent or an aberration, but in some respects it's more like a mouth, if not a more treasured point of entry. Discussions of the doors include a rite which may conjure creatures through those doors, although key incantations are missing. So we get the rights of the map's edge, and we get words that walk, we get a sickness over here, which we need to remember to dream away. We found Madame Boucher. Come on, game, give me people we can talk on the streets. And yeah, let's combine the red secrets to get some higher level Grail lore, because we do have the glimmering here right now. And then I think we're gonna end this episode here and continue from this point in the next one. I'm a Carp, this is being called Cultist Simulator Order of the Bloody Cup. Goodbye world, thanks for watching, see you next time.